Okay, so today we are starting 1 week ahead of databases because I want to, before we want to revise something in OS, to make it interesting, we want to start databases. Before going to, hope my voice is clear to everyone and the screen is clear to everyone. Before we go to databases, RDBMS, first we need to ensure our proficiency in Excel sheet, especially spreadsheets. It can be MS Excel, it can be Open Office, it can be anything, or Google Sheet, it can be any spreadsheet. But you should be very, very thorough in Excel. Without having a mastership in Excel, you need to definitely, better not to come to database immediately. Try for a week or so and then do it. I'm sure that most of you know Excel, but what is the core purpose of Excel in terms of we need to do? What is industry expecting? And how is it related to databases? That's what I'm going to club today. Excel, as you see here, it's a rows and columns. This is nothing but our matrices. Matrix. You would have studied row matrix, column matrix, everything in mathematics, 9th or 10th standard syllabus. It is nothing but matrix. Very, very essential tool, inseparable from any of our day-to-day life. Anybody from executive to the lowermost level in IT operations and any other operations who are dealing with data, spreadsheet, Excel is a brand name. That is a Microsoft brand is Excel. OpenOffice has its own sheet. Google has its sheet. But anywhere it is just rows and columns. This is first principle. Now, what is the core purpose of Excel? Represent the data. Represent the data in an easily understandable manner. That is why Excel is a very, very big hit. You know who actually started, anybody knows who actually started spreadsheets? Which company started a spreadsheet? Anybody knows? The first one big hit in terms of spreadsheets. Anybody knows? You can type it. What is the name of that company and what is the name of the product? You can type it in the QA. Anybody knows? It's called Lotus 123. Lotus 123 by IBM. It was one of the fantastic spreadsheets initially created by IBM, right? Very big success. But Microsoft made it extremely good and make it lightweight, and it is available in PCs. So till that day to this time, spreadsheet and documents have become inseparable from our day-to-day life. Let me go back to Excel sheet. And the way we will learn the database is how to design a database for a system, for an application. Okay. Let us take, I think most of the people who have gone through my testing course would have understood by now what is a master, what is a lookup, etc. But now anyway, I'm going to give a few examples you have to develop on this. Let us take a grocery shop. In a grocery shop, there are items, correct? To categorize items, to have items details, what all the data elements you will use. Let me start with one thing, item code or ID. Every item will have a unique ID. You take a phone, there will be a part number at the back of it. You take a laptop, there will be a serial number. So it is called item code. Then obviously item name will be there. Right? Now I'll just for simplicity, I'll start writing on columns itself. I'll tell you why I'm doing that way. Item name. In a grocery shop, everywhere if you say item code and item name for every item, then for every item there will be a unit of measurement, UOM or unit of measurement, because if you go to a store, chawal will be weighed in kgs, soap will be sold in 1 unit, 1 unit, 2 units, 3 units, like that. Whereas some other thing will be measured, milk will be measured in the liters, correct? Maybe something else will be based on some weight. So unit of measurement, then price, price for 1 unit, price per unit. For every item in a store, whether you go to Spencer's or to Big Bazaar or a pharmacy, everywhere item code, item name, unit of measurement, price per unit. What else will be there? What other unit, what other data associated with an item? If you take you as a person, you have your name, your father's name, your date of birth, your place of birth, your mother's maiden name, your passport number, your Aadhaar number, everything is data associated with you. Same way, what all the data I have given, 4 data associated with an item. What else is associated with an item? Can you type it in your chat box? Anybody? You can type it in a QA. What other things will be associated with an item in a stores? Can be any store. Type it. Any other associated data? Let me say barcode image. That is also data. Data can be text, data can be number, data can be image, data can be audio, data can be anything. What else will be associated with an item? Barcode image, then manufacture date, expiry date, manufacturing company, brand name, because it may be Tata, brand may be Synthol, company name may be different, brand name may be different, right? For every item you go to Spencer stores or Big Bazaar or anywhere in any mall, you take it, these data will be there. Minimum, at the minimum. What else? What else you can think of? Item type. Because now let me say 10123, item name, hammam soap, unit of measurement, count, okay, price per unit 23.50, barcode image, some blah blah blah, manufacturing date 12/2022, expiry date none, manufacturing company, let us say Tata, brand hammam, item type soap. Another item 20456, shampoo, again count, price per unit 89, barcode image, some image, manufacturing date November 2021, expiry date October 2024, ABC, chick, shampoo. Another item 50345, Anil Emia, again kg, price per unit 45, barcode image, and for the manufacturing date, expiry date, some let us say Idayam group, brand name Anil. So you take anything in the world, it can be, as long as it is a data, it can be represented in rows and columns. Columns are the data attributes. Columns are data attributes. Rows, a row will always tell all the attributes of a particular item. Now let us, is this concept clear? Before I will go to, I'm going to give another example. Is this concept clear? If this is clear, please raise your hand or give an expression or any reaction. Is this clear? Or give any reaction if it is clear. Okay, I will give you one more example. Now let us take trains. In railways reservation system, what are the attributes for a train? Train number, right? Train name. For a particular train, what are the attributes? Start, station, destination station, number of coaches, train type, passenger or express or Vande Bharat or Rajdhani or Duranto. There are different types of trains. Then what else? Route ID. For each, they would have got a route ID because Chennai to Rameswaram, I can go in 3 different routes. So they will have a route ID in which route. This is main line, this is card line, this is other line. So they will have a route ID for these things. What else are the data attributes for a train? Given a particular train, what are the associated data? Think of some other data for a train. You can type it in the chat and then send it to me. Okay, before I go to the question, and then I just want to push a poll. I attend this session as an individual user or as a group from my college in a lecture hall. I just push that. Can you answer that? All of you, I would like to answer very quickly whether you attend as an individual or as a college group. Good. 24 people out of 150 IDs answered. Others, please participate quickly and then answer very quickly. I'll wait for your answer. Only 1/5 have answered. Okay. Good. Okay. I got a good, at least 1/4. I could see out of 40 people answered 6 colleges. That means definitely I could see more crowd here. Good. Anyway, I'll just publish the result. Coming back, I'll give you one more example. KYC of a person. If you take KYC of a person, then you can say first name of the person, last name of the person, middle name of the person, father's name, mother's name, right? Everything is part of my KYC. Date of birth, place of birth, Aadhaar, PAN number, passport number, true, blood group, region. There are so many attributes. If I have to say this is Nagarajan, this is Natarajan, this is Ramswamy, this is James, this is Rahim, this is Gupta, you need to have, there are hundreds of Nagarajas, there are hundreds of Guptas, but who is who exactly can I identify the person? Then you need so many attributes. So the first point in spreadsheet is any data attribute, put it as a column. Values of the attributes as an example, type it in the row. I'll just stop sharing my screen. Is this clear? The fundamental stuff in any database or in any spreadsheet that you start, any data you deal with, first thing is represent data attributes. But first of all, identify which is the data group. My KYC is a data group because it has got multiple data. Same way, a train is not just with just one number alone, you cannot think what it is. You need to have multiple associated data. Is this concept clear? A data group is represented by a set of associated data elements. Data elements being the column, an example of each in the row. This is how the data is represented. Any data can be represented in this form. Is this concept clear? If so, please raise your hands before I move to the next topic. Once I have got the data, what will I do? What is the biggest thing that I can do with the data? Any classic things that you can think of? With any data set, okay, we will always do summary. We will always do search. We will always do sort. Before that, I will also try to document data element slash attributes, place it in column, values in each row under each column. Okay. This is how you represent a spreadsheet. Okay. Any data, suppose somebody gives a spreadsheet, you can deal it. One is summary, one is search, one is sort. Okay. Let me ask you this question. Okay. So I'm just sharing the screen. This is how I wrote in the notes. Data elements, attributes, you place it. With any data, you will deal summary, search and sort. It will look just as one word, search. Entire Google is nothing but search. Google works on search. Chat GPT is possible because of search. Okay. And summary. Management always looks at the summary. So any data you have got, you can do, you will do, definitely anybody, any management person will always do summary, search and sort. Please remember these terms, summary, search and sort. Now, I would like to hear from you. If you are a shop owner, you have a big shop and you are the owner, what will you do with that? Every day you have to track, am I progressing or not? You will track definitely as an owner because you put money. What will you look at it? If you are the shop owner, type it. If you are the shop owner, every day you will track something. Something you'll say, I need this, I want to know about this, I want to know about this. What are those things? Every day. What is that? Can you type it in the Q&A and then let me know? I'm waiting for your answers. Meantime, I'll stop sharing my, anyway, you can type it. You are the owner of the shop. You run the business. End of the day, you need some information, some data to see where we are heading, where we are, whether we are improving or we are making loss. What will you look at it? How many products sold and how much gain? Correct. How many products sold? Correct. Daily expenditure. Correct. What is my spend? Correct. Then what else? Now, when you say how many products sold, you would have given some 200 bills, correct? 200 bills you might have sold that day. Each bill might have got 4 or 5 items in it. Customer 1 comes, he or she buys 10 items. Customer 2 comes, she buys 20 items. Customer 3 comes, she buys 5 items. Each item is different. One guy buys soap, shampoo. Another guy comes bread, atta, and something else. Another guy comes 2 liters of milk. Another guy comes some other sweets. Imagine that you have sold items to 300 customers in a day. 300 customers, different bills, different items. Now to find that daily, what is my total sales? Will you look at it or not? Total sales meaning you are making a summary. Calculate, get all the bill amount, add all of them. That is a summary. Summary means put the numbers together. Number 2, when you say how much gain, I should also know how much I spent. To buy an item, how much I spent. To sell an item, what is my selling price? Calculate this total, calculate that total, then subtract one from each other. That's again another thing. So this is summary. Another thing, today, how many soaps sold? How many shampoos we sold? How many sweets boxes we sold? True. How many bread packets we sold? Again, that's a summary. So always you will look at summary. To do summary based on product types, based on price ranges, based on number of units, you need sort and search. In Excel, search in any spreadsheet, search is always done by filter. Summary is always done by totaling. Sort is always your sort, regular ascending order, descending order is there. Every management item, every management person will definitely look for summary. If you don't look for summary, you are into real trouble. That means you are not tracking. A police officer, city commissioner. With that, I will stop. Uh, a city commissioner of police, what will he track or she track? Some numbers. What is item? Okay. Number of policemen on traffic duty, number of policemen on some bandobast duty, number of crimes today, number of accidents today, number of fatal accidents today, number of petty thefts today, right? All these are summary numbers. Data without database, without spreadsheet, to get a report like this and then tell the management this is where we stand, it is very, very, very difficult. That is why database is extremely important. Is the concept clear? The very first concept, rows and columns, data attributes, three important points, summary, search, and sort. Is this clear? We will go slow. We will go slow, but we will make it very strong for you. The fundamental should be extremely strong. With that, I will stop. What I will do is